Yo, what's up everybody? It's your boy Floss, back again with another video. And today we're going to do the battle of the smart speakers. Now on one side, we got the Apple HomePod, and on the other side, we got the Google Home Max. Now these are the two top dogs out right now. Now I know somebody's going to ask, what about the Amazon Echo? Well, this is a battle of the smart speakers, not a battle of the smart assistants. Now, if this was a battle of the smart assistants, I would definitely go with the Amazon Echo Show as the best. It's the most functional, it has the most skills, and you got an actual display so you can watch videos. But when it comes to sound quality, I don't care if you got the Echo Dot, the Tap, the Show, or the original Echo, all of them sound like trash compared to these two speakers, so I'm not going to waste your time putting that in the video. Now, without beating around the bush, giggity, I'm going to let y'all know which one I like best, then we'll do the full battle. Now, if I had to choose, I would definitely go with the Google Home Max as the best, and I'll tell you why in a second. Now, on a side note, if you got the HomePod or you got the Home Max, now's the time to pause the video, pause the mics on your systems, so this way I don't keep activating them. All right, so let's get started. First things first, the price. Now, with the Apple HomePod, you're looking at $350, and with the Home Max, you're looking at $400. So I got to give that one to Apple. I like to save a dollar, who doesn't? So the Apple is cheaper. Next, let's talk about the look. Which one looks better? Now, both of these look dope, but if I had to pick one based on looks, I would go with the Apple HomePod. Now, on the side note, I'm not going to keep saying Apple HomePod and Google Home Max. I'll just say the HomePod and the Max. You know what I'm talking about. If I had to pick one based on looks, I would go with the HomePod because it has this beautiful cylindrical shape. All right, y'all know that's one of my favorite words. This one looks a little bit more futuristic, and it has that colorful light at the top, and it's a smaller build. All right, so it just looks more futuristic. It looks more high tech. Both of these look dope. Beauty's in the eye of the beholder. Everybody's gonna have their own opinion. This one is subjective, but I'm going with the HomePod. Next, build quality. Which one has the best build quality? Well, this is a complete tie because both of these are premium materials. I love the mesh grill on the front of the HomePod. Same thing, this cloth feel on the front of the Max. Both of these, excellent A1 builds. That's a complete tie. Next, touch controls. Both of these have touch controls, so that's another tie right here. On the top of the HomePod, you got your touch control, play your music back and forth. Same thing with the HomePod, the Home Max. You got your touch controls, slide up and down for volume, tap up and down for volume. All right, so touch controls, it's a complete tie. Next, let's talk about the plug real quick because I got into a big debate with somebody, and I just wanted to touch on this topic real quick. Both of these have plugs that have to be plugged in, so there's no battery. Now with the HomePod, you can't remove the plug, and with the Google Home Max, the plug is removable. Now, when I say you can't remove the HomePod on the plug, when I say you can't remove the plug on the HomePod, let me be clear about that. Now, technically, you could pull it out. All right, it's going to take a lot of force, but you could pull it out. But if you go to apple.com, or you could Google this for yourself, go to the Apple Service Readiness Guide, and it's going to tell you that this plug is not supposed to be removed. The only reason you're supposed to take this plug out, if you got a cat, shout out to White Shoes, or you got a dog, and they happen to chew up the cable, and you got to replace it, that's going to run you $25, then you pull it out. But it tells you clearly in black and white print, if you pull the plug out, you could damage the internal speakers. Now, an easy way to know if an item if an item can have a removable plug or not, especially Apple, when you buy that product, and this is not only Apple, this is any product. When you buy a product, if the plug is already inserted into the back, chances are they don't want you to remove it. Now think about that for a second. Any Apple product that you bought, an Apple Watch, a MacBook, an iPad, anything that has a plug, the plug is going to come separate because the plug is removable. If the plug is already inserted, that means they don't want you to take it out. All right, when you bought your Google Home Max, the plug was in a separate box. That means it's a detachable plug. All right, so let's just be clear about that. So when it comes to the plugs, I'm going with the Home Max because you can easily take this in and out. Giggity. And with the HomePod, you can take it out at your own risk, and I don't even know how you're going to put it back in. I'm not trying that on mine. Next, let's talk about ports. Which one has the better ports? Well, if you look at the back of the HomePod, you got no ports. I had some music playing. No ports on the back of the HomePod. Now, if you take a look at the back of the Home Max, you got a 3.5 auxiliary in, so this way you can plug in a non-Bluetooth device. And you also got a USB Type-C out. Now, why would you have a USB Type-C? Let me show you. Plug in a USB Type-C right here. Let me grab a phone. Plug in a phone. And now my phone is charging up. So that's more functionality. Now I could charge up a phone or I could charge up another device while I'm playing music. With the HomePod, you can't do anything else but play music. You can do more stuff, but when it comes to the ports, you can't do nothing with the HomePod. You have options with the Home Max. So that category is going to the Max. Next. Now this is important. Let's talk about compatibility. Which one has better compatibility? This is a no-brainer. If you get the Apple HomePod, you gotta have an iPhone. Period. If you get the Home Max, you can use iOS, you can use Android, you can use any device that has Bluetooth. You can pair this up and play your music. So that's a no-brainer right there. I would definitely go with the Max for this category. Next, speaking of Bluetooth, which one has Bluetooth? Well, if you got the Apple HomePod, you can't use Bluetooth. So basically, if you now you can use AirPlay, we'll talk about that in a second, but you can't just Bluetooth connect this to a device and play your music. Now with the HomePod, with the Home Max, you can use Bluetooth. All right, so that category easily goes to the Home Max. All right, I'm getting confused. The Pod and the Max. Let's just say the Pod and the Max. All right, so the Pod, no Bluetooth. The Max, mad Bluetooth. All right, too much Bluetooth. Next, let's talk about the mics. Now, when you're playing music and you want to stop the music in the middle of the song, which one has better mics? Well, again, in this category, I would give it a tie. Both of these have excellent mics. You can hear your voice all the way from across the room. But one thing I will say with both of these, if you're playing your music at max volume and you try to do your voice command low and you're standing a little bit further away, it's not going to pick up. It's not going to pick up on the HomePod. It's not going to pick up on the Home Max. Both of them, I find myself, because I like to rock all my music on max volume, I find myself yelling out the commands. But when the music is not at max, both of them pick up the mic, your mic levels excellently. All right, so that's a tie in that category. Next, smart home. Now, which one has better smart home controls? Now, I'm not an expert on this category because I like to use all my smart home devices with my Amazon. But from what I see, this could be a tie now. Like I said, I haven't really tried it out, but both of these are smart home capable. This is first generation, so you're probably going to get more with the Home Max. But like I said, I'm not going to speak on that too much. But both of these, you can control the lights in your kitchen. I tried that. You can control your door locks. And you can control your some other stuff too. Anyway, let's keep it moving. Next, stereo pairing. Now with the Google Home Max, you can pair up two of these together, have your stereo sound. With the HomePod, you can't do that just yet. Now they got our AirPlay 2 coming out. That way you're going to be able to connect multiple HomePods together. But as of today, right now, you can't connect two of these together. Now, like I said, this is a first-gen device, so we'll give them a break for that. But we're not going to cut them too much slack. We can't just use that as a cop-out because it's a first-gen device, but it's not a first-gen price. Now, if they drop the price to $100 because everything is not working yet, I'd give them a break. But for $350, that should have been ironed out. So you can't pair two of these up together right now. As of today, with the Max, you can. So we got to give that one to the Max. Next. Now, this is where it's going to get a little bit interesting. Let's try some actual commands. Now, like I said, pause your HomePod, pause your Home Max, because I'm about to start saying the commands. Let's start off with the Apple HomePod. Hey Siri, set a calendar event for today.
I can access your calendar here. Sorry about that.
All right, so that's a no-go. Okay, Google, set a calendar event for today.
What's the title of the event?
Go to sleep.
At what time?
6 a.m.
Sure, go to sleep today at 6 a.m. Do you want to save this?
Yes.
All right, I saved your event.
Okay, so now when it comes to calendar events, Google Home is a clear winner. My bad, y'all, I had to take a phone call. All right, now let's try something else. Say you got these set up in your kitchen. Hey Siri, set a timer for 5 minutes.
Counting down from 5 minutes.
Okay, Google, set a timer for 5 minutes.
Okay, 5 minutes, starting now.
Hey Siri, set another timer for 3 minutes.
A timer is already running at 4 minutes and 45 seconds. Would you like to replace it?
No.
Okay.
Okay, Google. Set another timer for 3 minutes.
Second timer for 3 minutes, and here we go.
Advantage Google. Now, say you got these set up in your kitchen and you're cooking, you're going to want more than one timer, so I'm going with the Home Max. Hey Siri, stop the timer.
I stopped the timer.
Okay, Google. Cancel both timers.
Sure, I canceled both of them.
All right, so let's try something else. Hey Siri, call me an Uber.
I wish I could, but I can't help with rides here.
Okay, Google. Call me an Uber.
Hi, this is Uber. To set your pickup location, I'll just need to get your street address from Google. Is that okay?
No.
Okay, no problem. When you're ready to order a ride, come back and I can help you.
Advantage Google. Now, fellas, that's kind of dope. You got your little lady friend over in the middle of the night, and you got that ride of shame coming. Now you can call it directly from your speaker. With your HomePod, you're going to have to pull out your phone. So like I said, advantage Google. All right, let's try something else. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. Call Flossy.
I can't help you make calls on HomePod. Sorry about that.
Okay, Google. Call Flossy.
Is that Flossy Carter, mobile?
Yes.
By the way, the person you're calling won't get the number you're calling from. To set up caller ID and start using your own number, go to the Google Home app on your phone. Calling Flossy Carter, mobile.
Okay, Google. Hang up. Advantage Google. All right, now, to be fair, let's try something else. Hey Siri, read my last text message.
You have no new messages.
Okay, Google. Read my last text message.
Sorry, I can't read text messages yet.
Advantage HomePod. All right, we'll try a few more things. Hey Siri, what's the recipe for a margarita?
I can't get the answer to that on HomePod.
Okay, Google. What's the recipe for a margarita?
According to Wikipedia, a margarita is a cocktail consisting of tequila, triple sec, and lime juice, often served with salt on the rim of the glass.
Advantage Google. Now, let's ask some basic questions. Now, these are my basic questions that I tend to ask the most, and you could get an idea of how this goes. Hey Siri, what's the weather for today?
It's currently partly cloudy and 42 degrees in New York. Expect mostly cloudy skies starting in the morning. Today's high will be 55 degrees, and the low will be 39.
Okay, Google. What's the weather for today?
Today in New York City, it'll be partly cloudy, with a forecasted high of 55 and a low of 43. It's currently 41 and partly cloudy.
Okay, so that's a tie. Hey Siri, where's the closest McDonald's?
The nearest one I see is McDonald's on Sutphin Boulevard in New York, which averages 2 stars and is inexpensive according to Yelp. It's open today, from 5 a.m. to 11 p.m.
Okay, Google. Where's the nearest McDonald's?
The address for McDonald's is McDonald's, 15901 Jamaica Avenue, Jamaica, New York, 11432.
Now, I would give the advantage to that one to Apple because the one on Sutphin is definitely closer, but Google picked the one that has more stars. Do the math yourself. Hey Siri, who won the Knicks game?
The Knicks were defeated by the Warriors last Monday. The final score was 125 to 111.
Okay, Google. Who won the Knicks game?
The Knicks lost 125 to 111 last Monday against the Warriors.
That's a tie. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. Spell conundrum.
Conundrum. C-O-N-U-N-D-R-U-M.
Okay, Google. Spell conundrum.
Conundrum is spelled C-O-N-U-N-D-R-U-M.
Hey Siri, how many people live in New York?
As of 2016, the population of New York City was 8,537,673.
Okay, Google, how many people live in New York?
The population of New York City was 8.538 million in 2016.
Now, here's the tiebreaker. Hey Siri, American Airlines Flight 107.
I wish I could, but I can't help with flight information here.
Okay, Google, American Airlines Flight 107.
American 107 from London to New York City is on time and departs in 10 hours 8 minutes.
So when it comes to the questions, they're both pretty good, but advantage Google. Now, this is probably one of the most important things about buying a smart speaker: voice commands for your music playback streaming services. Now, with your Apple HomePod, when you're using voice command, you can only play Apple Music. Period. Now, if you got Spotify or you want to watch a YouTube video and play the music from the YouTube video, you can use AirPlay and send it over. But basically what that means is you're going to have to pull out your phone, you're going to find that song, send it over to the HomePod, and then when you're ready to get another song, you're going to have to go to your phone and switch to the next song. That's kind of whack. All right, that's kind of whack. If you only have Apple Music, then that's cool. But if you got Spotify or you got YouTube Red or Google Music, you out of luck. Now with the Google Home Max, you can use your voice command for your streaming services with Spotify, YouTube, Google Music, Pandora, iHeartRadio. All of them are voice controlled. So advantage clearly goes to Google. All right, so now that we got all that other stuff out the way, since this is the battle of the smart speakers, let's get into the most important part, the sound. Hey Siri, play Brainstorm by Soul Group Universe.
Brainstorm by Soul Group Universe now playing.
Hey Siri, max volume.
This is as loud as it gets.
I brainstorm like the rain pour. Touching keys, I'm Ray Charles with these shades on. We gon' ball all summer long as the cane roll. You ain't riding till them wheels fall off, then what you came for? I brainstorm like the rain pour. Touching keys, I'm Ray Charles with these shades on. We gon' ball all summer long as the cane roll. You ain't riding till them wheels fall off, then what you came for? Guess who's Bizak? Still residue on my bills, I'm at the store.
Okay, Google, play Brainstorm by Soul Group Universe.
Alright, Brainstorm by Soul Group Universe. Playing on Google Play Music.
Okay, Google, max volume.
I brainstorm like the rain pour. Touching keys, I'm Ray Charles with these shades on. We gon' ball all summer long as the cane roll. You ain't riding till them wheels fall off, then what you came for? I brainstorm like the rain pour. Touching keys, I'm Ray Charles with these shades on. We gon' ball all summer long as the cane roll. You ain't riding till them wheels fall off, then what you came for? Guess who's Bizak?
Now, I'm sitting right in front of both of these speakers. The Google Home Max is definitely louder and has more bass. So I'm going with the Home Max for the better sound. But here's the thing you got to remember. Depending on where you got these speakers at and what you're using them for. Now, I'm sitting at a round table right now. So say I'm having a card game and I'm here. I got one person on the left, one person on the right, and one person directly across from me. The HomePod, the speakers are going to sound way better because it's 360-degree sound. So everybody's going to hear the music the same. Now, with the Google Home Max, whoever's sitting behind the speaker, they're going to hear less sound. So that's something you got to take into consideration. Overall, both of these sound amazing. Now, I hear a lot of people say that the Home Max start to distort at loud volumes. But you got to remember, when you're playing this at max volume, open up the app, you can decrease the bass and decrease the treble. All right, that's a nice touch right there, so you can kind of balance out the sound. Now, if you're going for a crystal clear, balanced sound, I would say the HomePod sounds a little bit better. But I want loudness and more bass, so I'm going with the Home Max. So overall, if I had to pick, which speaker would I say is the best smart speaker? Easily, without a doubt, the Google Home Max. All right, it has more skills, it does more, it has Bluetooth, you got your port in the back. It's a better buy. All right, now you're going to spend an extra $50, but it's a better buy. Now here's the thing that I got to mention also. Say you go out and buy the Apple HomePod for $350. You're a big time iPhone user, right? That's cool. You might be a big iPhone user today. But what happens next month or 2 months from now when the Galaxy S9 comes out, maybe the Mate 11, the Google Pixel 3, a nice new Android phone comes out that's blowing everything else out the water, and you want to switch from Apple over to Android. This is going to become a $350 paperweight because you got to use iOS with it. Now, if you got your Home Max, if you got an iPhone, you can use this. If you switch over to Android, you can use this. And if you got any Bluetooth device, you can still use this. So in my opinion, the Home Max is a better buy. Now, this is first generation products right here with the Apple HomePod. So like I said, we'll cut them a little slack for that, but we're not going to let them off the hook because it's still $350. This is only $50 more. So I would say definitely get the Google Home Max. Anyway, hit me up in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about these. Shout out to everybody rocking with me on Facebook, Foursquare, Twitter, Google+. Shout out to all the Google gangsters. I see y'all holding down that Facebook page. Shout out to everybody hitting me up on Voxer. And a special shout out to everybody rocking with me on Instagram. Y'all know that's where I'm at full time, 100% full throttle. And a special shout out to everybody rocking with the new stream on Sundays. Y'all already know, Stream Gangsters on deck. Get your drinks ready. No meat boys allowed. Oh yeah, special shout out to everybody following me on Snapchat, Flossy_Carter, that's where I'm at. And a special shout out to the notification squad. I see y'all in the comment section early. #salute. Oh yeah, one more thing. I almost forgot. Fellas, ladies, say it with me. All y'all haters, all y'all trolls, close your eyes and picture me rolling. It's your boy Floss, I'm out. Deuces. Spock, one to beam up.
Affirmative, Captain. Enterprise out.
Energize.